Breakers of Shadow was released in January 2016. This set introduced the Destruction Sword archetype, a series of cards that pay homage to the anime classic Buster Blader. Notable cards in this set include Performapal Pendulum Sorcerer, Cyber Dragon Infinity, Quaking Mirror Force, Solemn Strike, and one of the most powerful pieces of generic spell and trap removal that still sees widespread play to this day, Twin Twisters. In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series.
Oh man, it feels good, baby. It feels real good sitting back in this seat. Well deserved too. I think that desk bot deck we built was absolutely bonkers. And I think there's a lot to build on top of it today if we decide to double back on that strategy. But first, we get to spin the first wheel in a long time. And as always, it's a big wheel, man. I'm hoping we get those Astral Packs. Something I was thinking about the other day is like we never wanted the tournament packs back in the day because they didn't have anything good. But now the Astral Packs feel like the bread and butter, and all the wild cards, it's like, yeah, whatever, I can pass on those. I don't want to waste too much time because I feel Alex has a lot to talk about with Breakers of the Shadows. Let's just spin the wheel. Let's get our tournament packs. Easy peasy. As expected, dude. The Astral Pack 8. Gimme, gimme. Alrighty. So we got 3 packs of Astral Pack 8. Can I get myself that Trishula that we missed last episode? Or an MST? I'm jealous Alex got one. I want one myself. Alright, cough it up, simulator. Trishula, baby. An instant fusion, that's not a Trishula. That's not a Trishula. Pack number 2. Pack number 2. Trishula, baby. MST. One of the big guns. Please. No, I don't want the Ignite Gallon. But it is what I'm going to have to take. All right, number 3. Trishula in the close. Oh! My turn, baby! You know what? Trishula would have been bonkers, but I'll take the MST any day of the week, man. Nice card. Great card. At least we're on even ground now, dude. That feels good.
We were so close to winning the War of the Pendulums, and we were so close to resolving that Tyrant throws and just locking the game up immediately. But never thought I'd be saying this. Gage's desk bots definitely did some work, and we may have to give them a little bit more respect because I think as we enter the next set, it may actually get scarier for us. But I am happy to be bringing you guys Breakers of Shadows breakdown, even though I am in the loser circle. This set, by constructed standards, is one of the most powerful sets ever printed, but I think it's actually a little bit more interesting from the progression series perspective. A lot of the cards that made Breakers of Shadow a very devastating set were at very, very high rarity. I'm talking about secret rare across the board. Monkey Board was a common, but we don't really have access to stuff like Skullcrabat Joker because that came in a structure deck, and so I don't really think these cards are going to be nearly as powerful as they have been in, constructed Yu-Gi-Oh! Because we really don't have the opportunity to abuse them. One of the most noteworthy aspects about the set, however, is the fact that moving forward, every single pack is going to have a guaranteed super rare card or above, and why that matters is because giving us access to higher rarity cards more frequently means that we're going to be able to maybe assemble some strategies that might have typically been harder for us to go with, especially now that we are moving into these later sets, and that's going to matter significantly for some cards in particular. Buster Blader received a handful of support in this set, and this doesn't really matter all that much, but Dragon Buster Destruction Sword is a common. I think I actually pulled Buster Blader back in Pharaoh's Servant, funny enough, but I don't know if we're going into the extra deck enough to really make this card that good. We don't have like a Union Carrier or anything to like equip this to something, so it's a very scary card, but I don't know if we're going to be able to use it. Master Pendulum debuts in this set. Again, a 1950 beater that can continuously come back to the board because of Pendulum Summoning is pretty good. Also the Dino Mist. Now, Dino Mist Howling doesn't come out till a later set, but we get some of the introductory cards here. It's another Pendulum-based archetype. It is low rarity enough that this could be something that Gage and I consider. And there we have the boy himself, Magispector Toad Ogama. The OG Cimo fans will remember the Ogama bonfire that never made its way onto YouTube. I cracked open a case of Bosch when it came out because I thought it was going to be a huge set. set, and I kept pulling copies of Toad, and I was getting so infuriated. And so it was a funny video, but unfortunately the footage is lost forever. Shironu is also another archetype that has some potential, but we don't have access to a lot of the other zombie support, right? Like Mizuki didn't come in a core set. We do have chances at it in like Astral Packs and stuff, but without the rest of the zombie support, I'm not sure if this is very good. Guiding Ariadne was in Constructed, just an insane card, but we don't really have a lot of counter traps in our format, and this does require us to be playing Pendulum as well. And this is really good with Luster Pendulum, and I think Gage maybe has one of that, and I have none, so maybe not as good in ours. And then this is what I'm worried about. Deskbot 007 and 008 come out in this, and I feel like Gage is going to try to play Deskbots again because they worked so well for him in the previous episode, even though he's a dirty cheater. But that aside, I feel like he's going to be motivated to try to refine the strategy. I was thinking about maybe playing this myself, but the biggest problem is I don't actually have playsets of some of them, and I only have one machine duplication from Rise of Destiny, so it's not going to be nearly as good. But this, ladies and gentlemen, this is what Gage and I are going to be fiending for the most. Twin Twister comes in this set at super rare, and like I said, there's a super rare in every single booster pack. I would say on average, we're probably going to get 2 to 3 copies of this per 24 packs. Obviously, the pack opener is more randomized, so it's not guaranteed, but just from doing some sampling, it seems like the occurrence of it. There's only 10 super rares in the set as a whole, so 1 in 10, obviously, the other holos can supersede the super. However, I still think it's pretty likely that Gage and I are going to have some access to generic spell and trap removal like this for like the first time ever in a consistent fashion. That really sucks because I also just pulled that Mystical Space Typhoon in the Astral Pack, and I haven't even gotten to really use it yet, but now Twin Twister's coming in too. Quaking Mirror Force is actually a huge card if Gage or myself can pull it. It's an ultra, but it's a very, very good card, just being able to set everything face down and it can't be changed back. We also have Forbidden Apocrypha coming in at common. I think this could be worth side decking. This is a way to actually out Gage's like synchro lineup, so I might actually put this into the side deck. We'll see. And Solemn Strike, if we pull this, we're gonna 100% play it. It's monster removal, it's summon negation, 1500 life points is nothing. It is 100% worth it. We also do get some more Cosmos support. Tin Can is an ultra, Sword Troopers is a super, and so maybe Cosmos are still on the table because 3 Wicked Witch, 3 Sword Trooper. If we maybe get a Tin Can, that's like 7 pilots. We have a bunch of Forerunners, a bunch of Slip Riders. Maybe we can bring something together. We'll have to see. Also, Delta Shuttle and Dark Eclipser in here as well, but I mean, they're pretty high rarity, at least Eclipser is. And Cosmojo is also a secret, but I don't really think I want this. Couple more Kaijus. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber is neat because it's actually like technically Dark Hole, and while Gage and I do have access to Dark Hole, we only have it at 1. Kaiju Slumber's at 3, and so having just access to more board wipes is actually an interesting equalizer. And there's the man himself, Performapal Pendulum Sorcerer. Again, in Constructed, this card is insane and is responsible for one of the most broken decks ever created, but we would have to get multiple of this and the rest of the Performapal core to make this good. I just don't see that happening. And then scrolling down, we just get a bunch of heavy hitters one after another. Fiendish Rhino Warrior, Neptibus the Atlantean Prince, Chimera Tech Rampage, Cyber Dragon Infinity. I would love if we could pull this, but we don't even have Nova, although we do get a shot at Nova in the next OTS pack, OTS Pack 1, and it's a common. So if we do pull this and we manage to win the episode and get the OTS packs, there could be a chance we could play this. That would still require us to play a way to get to Nova as well. And so as cool as Infinity is, I don't really think it's that good. Well, let me correct myself. The card's actually nuts, but the ability for us to be able to make it is very slim. And then down here at the bottom, Traptrex Rafflesia may be one of the more useful secret rares because it's a generic rank 4, and we do have trap hole cards that we have access to. And so while it may not be the most explosive card, it has the ability to be the most useful. We does force us into rank 4s, but the rank 4 pool is already pretty good. But I'm excited. I do have to open my pity pack though, so we have 1 pack of Astral Pack 8. Let's go ahead and flip them up, and nothing too great to talk about. But I'm excited, guys. Let's go ahead and crack open 24 packs of Breakers of Shadow.
All right, first pack, Breakers of Shadows, baby. An absolutely incredible set back in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Cyber Dragon Infinity was the chase card of the set. Not seeing it, but we got to get used to seeing the super rare in every single pack here. Oh my god! Performapal Pendulum Sorcerer! This was the second chase card of this set. Pendulum Sorcerer is bonkers, dude. That's perfect if we want to play any sort of pendulum strategy. That's so good. We got to get some more good pendulums on the way, but that's the best it gets. Wow. Wow, we want to talk about Cosmos ships, bro? Dark Eclipser. This shit's really good. Banish a card, add a level 8 or lower Cosmo. Deck to hand, you can add the ship. Can't be targeted. Seems pretty alright, man. It is a good card. Dark Eclipser.
All right, you guys, 24 packs of Breakers of Shadow. I gotta be honest, as long as we get a playset of Twin Twister, I'll be pretty happy. Anything else might just be a bonus, but we'll see. Let's flip them up. First pack. I guess I was getting way too excited. That is not that good. I would be excited for Monkey Board if we actually were able to play the deck, but unfortunately, that's just not gonna happen. Did get a good turtle, though. All right, there's a Master Pendulum, the Draco Slayer. I don't know what's up with the artwork. This is like with Gage's artwork for Luster Pendulum. That's odd. There is a Forbidden Apocrypha. I want to get a playset of this, too, because, you know, commons can just have some weird pull rates, but overall, it's an okay pack. Oh, well, there's a secret rare, and it's not the secret rare I wanted at all. It is Cosmojo. I guess if we go down the Cosmo route, like, I'll play this, but I'm not super excited about it. Another Forbidden Apocrypha, though. I am excited for this. There's also a Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, so if we do end up playing it eventually, we do have the one. Second Sword Troopers. Okay, all right. I mean, again, that's coming together. I haven't had access to any other pilot at this point, aside from Wicked Witch, so again, it's a bit idealistic, but at least we're getting these. Still no Twin Twister, though. That's the main thing I'm worried about.
Oh, an ultra rare. Shironui's Shogun Saga. I'm pretty sure this is a star card in Duel Links. In the TCG, not so much. Another ultra rare. I'm getting a lot of hauls this thing here. Phoenix Rhino is insane. And then Buster Blader, the Destruction Sword Master. Oh, he is destroying, baby. He's just absolutely tearing it up. Oh my god. Neptibus, the Atlantean Prince. Another killer ultra this set, bringing water back into the mix as one of the meta contenders. Single-handedly, this card is... it's absurd. You guys read it before? Toad. So this is one of these super rares that I really want to get from the set. And this is my first one. That's Magispector Toad. This might be something that makes Alex want to go back on his Magispector strategy too if he pulls multiples of these. This is the first of mine. I still have a whole bunch of good Pendulum cards, so maybe we can throw something together with it. But that's my first Ogama of hopefully 3 I can get. Damn, bro. Slumber, kinda nice. Kaiju Slumber's a very good super rare. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't have a lot of Kaijus actually to work with it though. I think I have like 1 Gamma Seal. I actually think that's like it. Maybe a Radiant? I don't have a lot of Kaijus, dude. Oh my god. Bro, these holos, they're so good. Jizukiru, like I needed a big one. And then Neptibus, the second Neptibus. Oh my god, is there a water strategy afoot? Is there something there?
There's an ultra rare. It is Enlightenment Paladin. This may be worth just running in the extra deck. It is a generic level 8, and the effect of this card is like fine, I guess. When it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can inflict damage equal to the original attack. So it does have a sort of like Ring of Destruction-esque effect, and that could matter depending on if Gage's life points are low enough. If we're playing a Synchro package, we'll probably just throw this in. There's another ultra rare, Blackluster Soldier, Sacred Soldier. Again, a card I don't think we're going to touch, but it's cool that we have it. I don't think it's that good, though, because it's not like the original BLS in the slightest. Oh, boy. Are we not going to get any Twin Twister? Jesus Christ, that's bad. Oh, finally. Holy shit. I was starting to get nervous. There's our first Twin Twister. 15. Well, I think we're like 14 packs in at this point, but I was starting to get nervous because, I mean, it's never guaranteed in the progression series, but thankfully we have one of this. We do have an MST as well, but Twin Twister is honestly just better because you can pop 2 things. Getting the graveyard set up off the discard is also just so nice. I think this might be the 3rd Forbidden Apocrypha. If not, we have the playset. So feeling pretty good. I'd like to at least see 1 more Twin Twister. Okay, there's a 3rd Sword Trooper, so I mean, at least we have a reasonable number of pilots now. I mean, it's not a ton, but at least it makes Cosmo slightly more viable. I just don't know how viable it actually is.
Okay, another ultra rare. Yeah, they just keep coming. The Spectral Sword, sure, it's another Shironu card I don't care about, but the Gadara is a big boy there. That's a nice Kaiju to pick up. My god, dude, this opening is insane. This opening is absurd. What is this? That's my 2nd Dark Eclipser. Oh my god, I don't have like Dark Destroyer. I don't know how many Forerunners I have or anything like that. Dude! I think Wicked Witch is still the only pack. Oh, I have Strawman! Holy shit! Alright, coming up on the last 3 packs here for an absolutely incredible opening. 3 secret rares. All of them very good. I cannot... What the fuck? Oh my god! 2nd Pendulum Sorcerer! Oh my god, this deck just can't get any better. I think we have to play Pendulum today. There's no way we don't, right? Holy shit, I got 2 packs left. Can I get anything else in the close? Just reward me even further. I think that's like my 3rd Sword Troopers if I want to like test something with that. And okay, whatever. Another Shogun Saga. Wow! Wow! What a fucking opening today, dude. 2 Neptibus, 2 Perform About Pendulum Sorcerer. 1 Toad, but hey, we take what we get. That is something fierce. Let's see what we got working in the pool today. Let's see what we can do. Holy shit.
Okay, there we go. Okay, second Twin Twister. We have about 6 packs left, I think. If we could get a third to complete the playset, that would be very ideal. Fiendish Rhino Warrior is cool, but I don't think we're playing BA, unfortunately. Very, very happy to see it. If we don't get any more, I'll be happy, but I'd really like to get just one more. Wow, okay. All right, there's a Quaking Mirror Force. That's actually pretty decent. This is a card that we don't really have many ways to out aside from, you know, actual removal. But if Gage gets into this is actually a way to out weird cards like Leo and Stardust Dragon because he can't actually flip them back up. I think I might actually play this. Gage is never going to play around it. All right, you guys, only a few packs left. We got 2 Twin Twisters, so I'm feeling pretty okay. I'd like to see a third one in these last few packs here. Let's go ahead and flip them up. That's not looking too great. All right, let's go on to the next one. This is one of the things with Breakers of Shadow. Of course, I'm going to get trolled by the Toad. And let's go to the last one. Breakers of Shadow sometimes, it can be a bit of a whiff. But last pack, well, it's another Blackluster Soldier. Unfortunate. I wish that was like a Cosmo Tin Can or something. That would have been pretty nice. But in any case, we got 2 Twin Twister. We got a playset of Apocrypha. We got a playset of some reasonable good cards as well. A lot of thinking I'm going to have to do for this episode. So I'm going to go ahead and load up Dueling Book and get to work.
As cool as that opening in Breakers of Shadows was, I don't think there's a lot I'm going to be tweaking with the deck this week for it. But there's a lot to consider for the future. Double Pendulum Sorcerers, kind of fucking nice, but looking at it, I didn't get any Guitar Turtle or any of the Guiding Ariadne, which is also a super in this set. Those 2 cards are absolutely fucking ridiculous to be able to use together to be able to get the maximum value off of a Pendulum Sorcerer. However, just making sure I have the card plus the 3 Monkey board, there's a lot to consider. Also, after we get into the winner circles this week, we can open OTS Pack 1 next week, which includes Skullcrow Bat Joker. But this week, we'll stick with the Despots because I feel like there was a lot that I could actually tweak the deck on to make it better. Every single card in this list feels good. It feels necessary. I decided to actually include TG Striker into the list with Rhoda, something that wasn't there before. I'm going to opt to go second, and TG Striker is a free tuner to be able to use with any of my monsters here. I felt like I didn't have enough tuners with just Glow Up Bulb, even though I was lucky enough to see it. But if I'm able to see a tuner consistently, I feel like I have more additional plays to be able to use all my spare Despots for. That being said, I took out the Instant Fusion, I took out a couple of XYZs I didn't think we'd be summoning, and I plugged in some more Synchro monsters that could be a lot useful. I noticed I could go into Arclight a lot. Scrap Dragon's also a really good choice with 06 and 05, and then Goyo Guardian can come up, as well as Star Eater can come up now too. Side deck, I decided to throw 3 Wavering Eyes in case Alex wants to double back on his Magispector strategy, which again, it's something he could very well do. But I also have all these in here for the Shaddolls, just in case, because I still think with Fluffle Wings, it's something that he could definitely consider. Altogether, plugging in the MST from this too, I feel like this list is insane. You saw some of the things we could do last episode, but I really feel like we're just barely scratching the surface of what we can do with cards like Maxi, Redox, Machina Fortress especially. There's just so much this deck has to offer, and I want to explore more of it today. So see how Alex handles it.
I gotta admit to you guys, this one's a bit interesting. Now, I don't 100% know the direction Gage is going this episode, but if I were a betting man, I would guess that he wants to run back the desk bots again because we now have 007 and 008, and it seemed like the strategy did very well for him in the previous episode, so I think he's going to want to try to enhance that if he can, maybe hone it a little bit better to make it a more just better deck than it already was, and so this is the deck we're bringing to today's duel. I'm not 100% confident with it, but I wanted to bring something a bit well-rounded, even if it isn't the most explosive like the Ignite deck that we played last time, but this is a sort of hedge against if he is playing something else, but I also do have a lot of cards in here to counteract the Deskbot strategy. So we're going the route of playing a sort of rank 4 toolbox sort of deck. The theory is if I just play a well-rounded, consistent strategy that's able to pump out rank 4s every single turn, back that up with some pretty powerful traps, I feel like it's going to be difficult for him to beat that, and so we'll have to see, but let's go ahead and do the card by card. 2 Goblinberg, when it's normal, that can special summon another level 4. What's cool about this is that it does trigger Murmelio's second effect to be able to pop a spell and trap because it's a mandatory effect. So that's pretty cool. It's another just MST sort of effect, and I think it's nice that I can get a little bit of extra value off of going for a rank 4. We're on max C just because special summoning is very prevalent, and getting more cards in a control-oriented strategy is always good. We have the Clown package, the 2 Damage Juggler, 2 Hat Tricker, and 2 Trick Clown. Damage Juggler can dodge damage and also can search the others. Hat Tricker is just another free rank, a free level 4 we can summon. and Trick Clown just going to constantly recur itself over and over again, and this is what's going to help us churn through a lot of these rank 4 monsters. To Photon Thrasher, this and Goblinberg fill a very similar role, but Thrasher has 2100 attack, so it can hit over some somewhat sizable threats at times. It's also a light warrior, which does matter for cards like Omega, as well as Blade Armor Ninja, which can come up, and so having the diversity here just is nice. We can also go Thrasher into Goblinberg into another monster, and that's 3 monsters on the field, so that's pretty cool. I am on the one Plague Spreader. This is to give us a bit of a wider array of cards to go into. We are playing all level 4, so we're pretty much locked to level 6, and I guess level 10 by extension. So Goyo Guardian's in play. Leo is pretty sick. We've seen Gage summon this, and this is actually a very difficult card to deal with. So if I find myself in a situation where I have a bunch of cards that aren't really doing a whole lot, I can just sync up into Leo, and this might be a nightmare for him to actually deal with. I'm also playing the Yazi. I do have Instant Fusion and Cyber Dragon in the side, so if I do have a way to get to a level 5, then I can use Plague Spreader to go into this, and this is 2600 and can't be targeted, so that's pretty threatening. 2 Shadal Dragon, on top of this being a 1900 attacker, it also can just bounce monsters back to the hand or extra deck in the case of extra deck monsters. Gage has been going into stuff like Stardust Dragon lately, and so Dragon is a way to answer cards from the extra deck, similar to Compulse, except it's on a body as well. It's also spell and trap removal if we send it to the grave via something like Foolish Burial. And then we're bringing back the Traptrex, 2 Traptrex Dionea and 2 Myrmelio. I guess thinking back a few episodes ago, I could have played this with the Shadals and it might have been a little bit better, but it is what it is. Myrmelio can search a whole trap card on normal summon, and we're playing 2 of them, Bottomless and a Traptrex Trap Hole Nightmare that we scooped up from that set. And Dionea on normal can special summon a Traptrex monster in defense, which is the Myrmelio, and then Myrmelio can then pop a back row, so that's cool. Sets up a rank 4 play, but also pops a back row in the process. It has an effect when it's special summoned too, but I don't know how we're really special summoning this aside from Goblinberg, and it's a when you can effect, so it would miss timing anyway, which is unfortunate, but this card's just going to facilitate free rank 4s with a single card. That does it for the monsters. For the spells, Book, Dark Hole, Foolish Burial, this has a lot of versatility between Dragon, between Plague Spreader, between Trick Clown, and so I want to make sure I had this since Painful Choice is now banned. Heavy Storm, double Instant Fusion. This card's actually at 3 currently, and I wanted to play at least 2 of this because going into either 2 level 4s, maybe a 4 and a 5 depending on the circumstances, it's just another free monster, right? So it helps us get to our win condition of just establishing rank 4s as much as possible. I am actually opting to main deck Mystical Space Typhoon and Twin Twister in this deck. So again, I'm just trying to play a very well-rounded deck here, a deck that can really just kind of tackle anything that gets thrown in front of it. And so having just generic spell and trap removal like Mystical Space Typhoon, like Twin Twister, I saw Gage's on Limit Reverse. I saw that he's just on other cards like Oppression, and if he is playing Desk Bots again, they do have Pendulum Scales as well. So having cards like this just to deal with any of those threats to ensure that our rank 4s can stick is going to just clear our path to victory. Pot of Greed, Regeki, and Snatch Shield, of course, rounding out the spells. For the traps, 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, the double Fiendish Chain. I'm a bit iffy about this because now that Twin Twister's in the format, I think this card gets a little bit worse, but this can stop things like Deskbot 004 and just other cards that are just generally annoying to deal with by making it so that they can't attack and negating their effects in the process. IO is back in the main. This basically just says negate any spell I want. Quaking Mirror Force is a card I'm very excited to see because Gage will never play around this at first, and so when he sees it, his reaction is going to be priceless. This is a very, very good card, and I can't wait to see how it performs. Oppression's back in the main. I'm playing a very normal summon-centric deck. I do obviously want to go into rank 4s, but if I have Oppression up, I don't mind just normal summoning a monster every turn because their stats are pretty sizable, and that's how I'm going to win anyway. Torrential, Traptrex Trapple Nightmare, and Vanity's Emptiness rounding out the traps. For the extra deck, Carbonula and Mabelus for our level 4 targets, Panzer as our level 5. This also duels as removal, Synchros, Goyo, Leo, and Yazi. And then for the Xyz, Blade Armor for damage, Karen Gorgon just because it's big and it redirects targeting effects, Omega because it's just a colossal pain in the ass to deal with, Gaga Got Cowboy for wrapping up games, Ragnar Zero is especially good against Deskbot, so I'm going to aim to try to get this out, back it with some traps, and that might just be enough to wrap up the game. Masquerade is a pipe dream that I think I'm going to achieve one day, but this card is actually pretty good if we can stick it. Trapeze Magician to end games, Papal Operative does come up, and then Shark Fortress if we have some sort of 2 level 5, scenario, which is probably never going to happen, but honestly, I ran out of good rank 4, so I figured I'd throw this in. And then the side deck's rather interesting. I do have a side draft for if I know I'm going second, just to give me some more presence on the board. It's also a level 5, so it does help with the level 7 synchro play, as well as going into a rank 5, such as Shark Fortress. 3 DD Crow in case Gage is on any sort of graveyard reliant strategy. This is just a very generically good card, so I like to have it in the side deck. Lightning Vortex has actually found its way back into the deck. Deskbots have a weakness to just mass board removal. They don't really have a good way to recover, and so I figure if Gage is still on the strategy, when I I know I'm going second, I can bring in Lightning Vortex effectively as another Dark Hole or Raigeki. If he sets up his board, I can just Lightning Vortex and nuke it. It also kills stuff like Leo, which can give me some problems as of late, so I like having this in here. 3 Fairy Wind in case Gage is playing any sort of Pendulum-based deck. I wanted to have just more Twin Twisters, essentially. Wavering Eyes would have been good if I was playing Pendulum, but I think Fairy Wind's a little bit better for my deck. 3 copies of Forbidden Apocrypha. So Gage has this tendency to go into multiple synchros, and so the plan here is that if he goes into like Stardust Leo, I can flip Apocrypha and it sends them to the graveyard, so Stardust actually can't protect them. So this is a bit situational. It's going to depend on if Gage actually overcommits, but this is another card he definitely will not play around and is another board wipe if he decides to go all in with the desk bots. 3 copies of Overworked. This is 100% going to go in the deck if Gage is still on the desk bots. Destroy each monster whose attack is higher than its original attack. This card is so good because all the desk bots typically buff the other desk bots, or at least some of the better ones do anyway. So the theory here is if he has like I think it's a number 2 that gives them all 500 attack, Overworked is literally just Dark Hole on his turn. And so this is going to go in for sure. I really like just having, 5 board wipes, so why not? Strangely enough, I did not get a single copy of Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, which is a little bit concerning, but it is what it is. Now that I think about it, actually, if we're wanting to go the route of playing these sort of board wipes that are just going to blow out the desk bots, because like I said, I have a pretty good hunch that he's going to want to run that back again. And let's go ahead and throw in a few copies of System Down. I did pull like 5 of these, so I do have them. And the desk bots are machines. Pay 1,000, banish all machines your opponent controls and in the graveyard. Seems pretty good to me, right? And this is a spell, so I don't have to set it like Overworked. I'm able to use this proactively on my turn, then set up my board. I think this is going to be pretty nasty. I have like, 9 board wipes going into games 2 and 3, so if he is on desk bots, he's probably going to regret it. And then lastly, of course, we have the Trap Dust Shoot to pick apart his hand when we are going first. I am super excited for this one, and if Gage is playing desk bots, he may regret it. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel.
Alex, without a shadow of a doubt, I am ready to break your spirits today, baby.
Oh my god.
Did you have a good Breakers of Shadows opening? Did you enjoy this set?
It was interesting. I think you've been like very high on this set leading up to this the last few episodes, but I think for progression, this set isn't as good as most people may remember it for Constructed, right? Because Solemn Strike, Infinity, like all of like the best like haymaker cards in this set are all like secret rare, which is fine, but for progression that means we have to actually pull them. So there's good cards. I'm not saying there isn't, but I don't think it's like as good as some of the other sets we've had in the past. It's like a mid-tier set. There are some very impactful cards though. How do you feel?
It was exciting to actually just see a super rare in every pack though. That was kind of
right.
Like, yeah, now you're just like every pack you're like, wow, I feel like I have to talk about it, when realistically it's a rare. Like
I found myself in the same situation. I'm like, oh, I want to talk about this, but then I realized, oh, that card sucks. I'm not going to. But yeah,
there's a lot of good super rares though, to be fair. There's a lot of good ones in this set.
You and I have conditioned ourselves to only talk about the holos at this point, unless there's like a very notable common or rare to discuss. And so like every time it's like, oh, there's a super rare. And so it's weird having to like retrain ourselves not to, but it's good moving forward now for the next, I don't know, like what do we still have, like 20, 30 episodes before we get to the end, that we're going to be getting a lot more holos. And that's good because then ultimately, hopefully we'll be able to build some more cohesive strategies as a result. We'll see. Well, I'm ready if you are, buddy. I'm interested to see what you brought today.
I'm actually curious to see what you brought too. Even though you say Breaker's Shadow isn't that crazy, I feel like there's a lot of like it has to offer. So I'm curious what you're going to bring to the table.
We will see as we play up the rock, paper, scissors. Shout out to Dean Zimmerman. Thank you for the support, but not thank you to Gage for kicking my ass in rock, paper, scissors in true form. What are you going to pick, buddy?
I'm going to mix it up, Alex. I'm going to actually go second today.
Okay.
I'm feeling it's the right choice. I don't know what you're playing, but I got a good feeling.
Gage, did you miss the Master Rule 3 field?
Oh my god, look at it, dude. This
everything looks so squished.
Yeah, right?
So for anyone who may be watching the Progression series who's never familiar with how pendulums actually worked in Yu-Gi-Oh!, the Pendulum Zones were actually off to the side here instead of being used in the 1st and 5th spell and trap zone. There actually was a setting for it. A lot of you guys pointed that out in the last episode. I actually didn't know this because I don't think I ever even bothered looking.
Me neither.
But yeah, if either of us is playing pendulum-based decks, which we both did last time, now we're going to be able to play the true MR3 fashion. It just looks so squished. I don't know. It looks weird.
It looks chaotic. Looking at this board, like if you were playing any other game, you'd be like, what the hell am I looking at? Like just the 2 extra zones makes that much of a difference.
It's weird. All right. Good luck, buddy.
All right, good luck.
You said you're going second. That makes me kind of nervous. I'm not going to lie. How are we going to do this? I'm going to go ahead and start by special summoning a Photon Thrasher.
Yeah, Thrasher's okay.
I'm going to normal summon Trick Clown.
Sure.
And I'm going to overlay for our good old friend Ragna Zero.
Yep, he's okay.
I have a hunter still on the desk bots. I'll just pass on that. Go ahead, buddy.
All right. I hope your Ragna Zero is going to be able to do it, Mr. Clown-based Turbo. I'll drop
We'll
return.
see. We'll see.
Standby main. Well, your Ragna Zero is kind of annoying, but I think I got a pretty efficient way to deal with it. I'm going to normal summon 04.
Okay, so you are still on the desk bots. That's
I sure
fine.
am, yes, and 04 is very, very good. I'm going to go battle phase.
Sure.
I'm going to declare an attack with 04, and damage step I'm going to use its effect.
Yeah, this is one of the ways that this does get cleared, unfortunately. So you can go ahead and send, and then I will take whatever damage here. Unfortunately, can't activate Ragna Zero in damage step.
Sure can. I'm going to dump myself a 005.
Okay, so you're sending the 5, so that puts your 004 to 3,000 attack, correct?
Yep. But you do not take
Okay.
damage for the rest of the turn. So
Right, so Ragna Zero will fall. I will use the Trick Clown effect and pay it that.
and I will chain my 005 effect. I mean,
Sure.
not 005. 004. You know that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
The
go
one that
ahead.
actually has an effect. Okay. So I'm going to
Yeah.
summon the 05 from the grave, and I'm going to summon this 02 from hand. And I'm going to trigger the 02.
Okay.
All right, off of 002, I'll pick up a 001 and add it to
Sure.
my hand. This Trick Clown is 00. Oh, and Despot 006 summons in defense, so I cannot attack over your Trick Clown.
Okay.
Don't
well,
want
that's
to
good
cheat
to
you
know.
there. I will go
like
main
you did
phase
last time with 06,
yeah,
but that's
yeah,
okay.
It's okay, though. I'll go main phase 2. I'm going to activate 1 for 1. I'm going to pitch
Jesus
001.
Christ.
Oh, you thought it was over. Yeah, 001's
Yeah.
going to go to graveyard, and I'm
Sure.
going to pick up my glow-up bulb from the deck.
That's fine.
Oh my god, this is going to get silly. Okay, I'm going to synchro for 10.
Bring out Leo.
No, not Leo. I'm going to bring
Oh.
out Despot Jet.
Oh, shit. I forgot they have a synchro.
They sure do,
okay.
man. And I'm not even done there, bro. I'm going to activate Machine Dupe on my O2.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Machine dupe 1 for 1. Oh, my God. Like, this hand is crazy.
I'll pull out my 2 O2s, and I'll trigger 002, and then 001 in the graveyard.
Yeah, so 001 special summons itself, and the 002s will get to get you more cards because they're not once per turn effects. This is nuts. This is
It's
so
pretty
stupid.
above average. I'll get my scales.
Yeah.
And speaking of scales, 005 is in the extra deck.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to activate Jet. I'm going to pop one of my O2s. I'm going to summon from deck.
Okay.
Oh, God, that's so good. I'm going to pull up with Jet a 005.
Okay.
I am going to synchro for 8. That goes to the extra deck, too. Got to get used to that.
I know, we're really not used to playing with pendulum
Yeah, oh, man.
monsters.
Off of this 8, I'll summon Stardust.
Sure. I'll put it all back then.
No, that's fine. We'll keep that. I'm going to activate Reasoning.
Oh, my God. It doesn't end.
Pick something. What you want?
I don't even know like what I would want to get called here or what I don't want to get called here, I guess is more important. I don't know what else you're trying to set up. Like, I know you have Bulb, so that's not really like much of a surprise. I mean, I know you can sink into a lot of stuff. That's nothing new. You've gone through all the 2s, so I'm not going to call 2. You've got 4, you got 1. I know you have a lot of good 8s. 2 of your Deskbot 5s are in the extra deck already. So I feel like 5 is very unlikely to come up. I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to call 3 just because it's like the most likely to show up at this point.
All right.
6 also could come up, but like then that's a Synchro 9? I mean, I don't even know if you can make a Synchro 9 with it. I'll go 3. Why
3?
not?
Sounds like a plan.
I guess.
It's
That
not
was
3.
4.
It's a 4.
All right.
And I'm going to get him.
Sure. At this point, anytime I think I should call 3, I should just call 4.
Definitely.
Because I'm 100% in that space being the opposite of what it should
It's
be.
probably the right choice. Man, why can't O2 be a tuner? Who made this?
Oh, why can't O2 be a tuner?
Yeah.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Messing up my plays. You know what? It's like, even if I sit on this, I don't feel too bad because Jet's just huge. You can't get over 04, and then 02's pumping everything.
Right.
So what else do I really want to do? I can make Star Eater, but that wastes my glow-up bulb. You know what, Alex? Have fun, bud. Your turn.
So your jet is 2,000?
Yeah, my
right?
jet is gaining 500 for each Despot card, including itself, and he's also gaining 500 from Despot 02.
So he's at 2,500.
Correct.
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure that I can do math here. I'll draw. All right. How the hell are we getting out of this one? I know you have 6 in your hand
You know I have 5/6.
because you added them off of the 005s, right?
Yeah, that's all you know I have.
Okay. All right. So after a long deliberation here, because this is hard.
It's a good board. It's all right. Doesn't just easily get outed.
No, and it's not great.
Oh man, I love to hear it, bro. Just show me it. What's up?
It's not looking good. It's fine. It's not fantastic though. Okay. I am going to normal summon a trick clown.
That's unfortunate. Yep, that's good.
I'm going to special summon a hat tricker.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to go ahead and overlay these two for an attack position Gaga cowboy.
Yep, that's good. Okay.
I'm going to use the effect detach trick clown.
Sure.
I'm going to pay 1,000 to bring back the clown.
Sure.
And then I'm going to overlay my 2 clowns for my Performage Trapeze Magician.
Sure.
I'm going to detach to target Cowboy with the Trapeze Magician. So it can now attack twice, but it's destroyed at the end of the battle phase.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'm going to go to battle. I'm going to swing into your Stardust. So my Cowboy's at 25 and your Stardust goes down to 2K.
Sure, I'll take 500.
And then second attack, I'm going to hit over the jet. So it also goes down to 2K.
Okay, during the damage step only. So your thing's up to 25 and mine's down to 2K. So I'll take another
Correct.
5 and my jet's going to go to
Correct. Right. Then end of the is it the end of the battle phase? I don't think it matters. It's going to die anyway. End of the battle phase. Yeah. So Cowboy's going to die.
Okay.
Unfortunately. We got rid of like the 2 like large things that we'd have to worry about, but I'm not feeling too great
Yeah,
about
I mean,
it.
you're
Go
leaving me
ahead.
with 04. I don't know how good that is, so we'll see.
Well,
I'll
I can't
draw.
kill 04 in battle
Yeah,
no matter
right?
what because of his effect. So like that's if I had a way to clear that too, I'd be feeling a little bit better, which is I think why I probably should have just called 4 off of reasoning and then I wouldn't have to worry. But obviously I can't predict the future.
Nope, sure can't. All right, let's see if I
But
can
you know,
just
we got to see the Performage Gaga Cowboy act, so that was pretty neat.
as much as she could have at least.
Hey, we tried. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't too
bad.
bad. It wasn't too bad. I'll give you credit. But this
Yeah.
combo's about to be even dirtier. I'm gonna scale up both here.
Sure.
I'm gonna hit you with the Young Pendulum summon here.
All right.
And I'm gonna pend a 5 from the extra deck and another 5 from the extra deck.
Okay.
And I'm gonna trigger my 001 in the graveyard.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god. Okay, that's so good. All right, I'm gonna synchro for 8. I'm gonna put this back in the extra deck face up here.
Sure.
The 1's gonna go to grave, and then the 2 goes.
Okay.
And I'm going to make Scrap Dragon.
It's pretty good.
Pretty dope. It's even cooler because I get to go Scrap Dragon effect. I'm going to pop my 005.
Okay.
And I'm going to pop your Trapeze Magician.
Okay. And then 5 has an effect when it's destroyed, correct?
Yeah, 5 gets to special summon from graveyard. So I'm going to special from grave.
Cool. And I get to trigger my Trapeze Magician as well as my Trick Clown as well.
Yeah, I don't care about that, bro. That's fine.
So I'm going to grab a Damage Juggler, and I'll bring back the Trick Clown.
Sure. I'll pull back my 001 here and attack.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to synchro for 10.
Bring out the boy.
Yep, the boy this time, Leo.
There he is.
I'm going to summon 003 for my normal summon.
Sure.
And I am going to... Why not? We'll activate the effect.
Okay.
I'll pick up my 006 from the deck, and then I'll trigger 006. I'll put your Trick Clown in attack position.
All right, we're going to be using the actual effect of this card this time. Whoops, did not mean to do that.
I'll take it. I mean, I'll do that. Yeah. Put it in attack
Yeah,
position.
so 2 attack. Yeah, and this is bad because he's 0 attack. So I'm going to eat a lot of damage to the face
You
here.
sure
and I'm
are
probably
in a
dead, to be
hot
honest.
All right, well, let's see what kind of damage I can do here. I'll go battle phase. What's going to be the most here? I'm pretty sure just Leo Punch is going to be the most attack. Yeah, so we'll go Leo into your thing there. Take 31.
Yep.
Okay. I'll go...
Yeah, I'm dead.
You're just... Yeah, I don't know why you're thinking. I don't know why you're making me
You just have to
think.
pump the 3 and just
Yeah,
attack.
I don't know
I'm
why
dead.
you're making
I'm
me
dead.
think, bro. I had it. Easy peasy. Goodness gracious.
You didn't even know
That was
you
a
had
long...
it.
I knew I had it. You see how many cards I have? Goodness gracious.
Gage, I knew you were going to be on those desk bots again. I just knew they were too good to you in the last episode for you not to give it another spin. And there's new desk bot support in this set as well. So, you know, I don't know if you're playing it or not. I've seen, I think, every number except the new ones, funny enough. But the deck just seemed too good for you.
I know, I'm putting on a combo clinic right now, baby. It feels good. That's the thing. I don't know about your deck. You playing Clown Blade or something? What are you playing?
It's something like that. It's something like that.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see. Thanks for letting me go second too, bud. I
am going to let you go second again. Your hands have just been crazy lately. I did have a plan, but it's not coming to fruition how I wanted to. Good luck though, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and fire off a normal summon of Traptrex Murmelio.
Yeah, Murmelio's perfectly okay, dude.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a Bottomless Trap Hole.
Sure.
And then I think I might just take it a little bit easy for now, and I'll just set one and pass. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw for turn. Stand by me. All right, well, Bottomless doesn't do too much against my guys. I don't know if you know that, bud. But I am going to start my turn with the trusty normal summon 004.
You know, it be like that. Yep, sure.
It do be like that. And he is going to be going to battle phase. I'm going to attack your Murmelio, and I'm going to trigger the effect.
Sure. So you get to send. I don't take any damage, thankfully, and do your thing.
Same old song and dance. Going to send that 005, and I'm going to trigger 004 here.
Sure.
I'm going to summon 002, and I'm going to summon the 005. I'm going to chain link 1, use 005, popping your face down, and I'm going to chain link 2, use 002.
Yep, that's pretty good. So Bottomless is gone.
Plays all under Bottomless 2 because they only get up to 1,000 with 002.
Yeah, unfortunately. I was really just hoping to hit just something else potentially. That was the idea, but yeah, it didn't happen.
Not
didn't
that
happen.
easy, dude. I feel like maybe just picking up a 003 is pretty A-okay to me. I'll go to main phase 2. And if you thought I was done, you are sorely mistaken. I'm going to activate Dupe.
This man opens machine dupe every goddamn game.
It's just
fucking
too good,
unbelievable.
Bro. It's too good.
Unbelievable. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Dupe it up. I'll get more 002s. No problem. And I'll trigger both of the 002s.
Sure, get your +4. Be my guest. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's at least a plus a billion at this point. I'll pick up.
It's literally a +4. You get 2 more dudes, and then those get 2 more dudes as well. It's crazy.
I'll pick up. Oh wait, did I pick up 205? Oh, I can do that. Yeah, sure. I can do whatever I want. I'm the greatest. All right.
This deck's just so good.
Yeah, right? Okay, still in main 2. There's no tuners on my board. That's upsetting.
That's the one thing I'm relieved about, thankfully. You're going to go for Dark Mist with your O2s?
Shut up. I think I actually might, bro. To be fair, these 002s, they're all really fucking big. They're all huge.
They are. They're huge. Yeah, I agree. They're big. So, like, at the same time, like, even just leaving it on this field, it might be hard for me to crack.
That's what I'm saying.
How big? So, they're all gaining 500 attack and defense to each other. So, they're all, like, 2,000 minimum.
No, they're all 1,500, all the O2s, because they don't gain for themselves. However,
okay.
Yeah, my 004 is currently sitting at a nice hefty 2,000, and my 05 is also sitting at a nice 2,000.
Right. Okay. They're big.
They're big. They are big. And you know what? I actually think I'm 100% okay with that. I'm just going to set a card. No tuners, no problem. Go ahead. Your turn, bud.
So what you added a 3 in your scales?
I added a 3 off of the first one that was summoned, and then the other 2 I added 2 005s.
Okay, so you probably have a 6 in hand then if you added 2 5s. Okay. That's fine. I will draw anything.
Sure. Nope, you're good.
Okay. We made it this far. All right. Now what the hell do we do?
Raigeki.
No, it's Dark Hole.
Yeah, it still does it. Yeah, that's all right.
Play right into the Imperm column. Clean that up. I mean, it's something. I needed to have that. Otherwise, this was going to be a very fast game. Let's be honest. Okay, you've got a back row. I am going to normal summon Goblinberg and use the effect of Goblinberg.
Yeah, absolutely, bud.
Let's summon... I guess we'll summon Hat Tricker.
Sure.
Let's go ahead and overlay. I guess we'll make Ragna 0 now.
He's not going to stick around for long. I'll use a Bottomless of my own here.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. Well, we tried. It was fun. Good game.
Yeah, bro. Great game. I'm
6 cards to 2. It's anyone's game.
Yeah, I'm going to summon 003, and I'm going to use its effect.
I'm going to max C you here.
Oh no.
So this is interesting. I mean, you could maybe kill me, but...
dude, I can 100% kill you. Draw your silly card. It's not going to matter.
Okay. All right. I'll draw for the machine dupe while you get your summons.
Yep.
It's only 1 per instance of summoning, so even though you summon 2 monsters off machine dupe, I only get 1.
I'm pretty sure this is just game on board here.
Just with these 4
they all,
monsters?
Yeah, they can all trigger each other. So what? They gain 500 for each despot card you currently control, including itself. So 25, 25, 25. Yeah, you're dead. Battle phase.
Sure.
I'll poke you and I'll trigger 003's effect, put it to 25. You're going to concede.
So I'll
you don't
take
have, like,
25.
Yeah. I'll poke you for another 25.
Sure.
I'll poke you for another 25.
And then your 1 is at 2,000, correct? So I'll take the third 25. And
Okay.
then I'm going to damage juggler your last attack.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. You're at 500.
Yep.
All right, I'll go main phase 2.
Living on a prayer.
You sure are, bud. I don't know what you're gonna do here, man. I'll synchro for 10.
Okay. It's convenient that they're all 3s and a 1.
Yeah, very convenient. I'll bring out Big Daddy here. I will
Sure,
set a
I'll
card
draw.
and I'll just end my turn. Go ahead.
All right. That was an experience. I'll go ahead and banish the damage juggler.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go ahead and grab something here. Well, damage juggler can't search itself. That would be pretty broken if it could. I think on 500 life, what do I want to grab?
500 against a Leo.
Not looking too good. Not looking too good. It's also not looking good when I can't summon these trick clowns anymore.
Yep.
Unfortunately, but it is what it is. Maxi drew me a fresh new hand though, so I mean it's fine. I'll go ahead and set, and then I'm gonna set 1, 2, 3, and no, I'll pass on that. Go ahead.
All right, it does not matter. I will draw. Stand by main. All right, I am going to left pendulum, right pendulum. Do you have anything?
I do not have anything.
All right, I am going to pendulum summon 2.
Okay.
Okay.
5 and a 6 for a 5 and a 6.
Yeah, 5 and a
Okay.
6 for 5 and 6, no doubt. I'm going to trigger 5 is chain link 1. I'm gonna target your middle. I'm gonna trigger 06 is chain link 2. I'm gonna target your set monster, and I'm going to trigger my 01 in graveyard.
It's a special summon him, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
All right. I guess I have to do this now, which kind of sucks, but I will torrential as chain link. What are we on? Chain link 4?
Yeah.
Here.
We are on chain link 4.
It'd be nice if the 1 wasn't in the mix here, but okay. So anything else?
No, we're good.
All right. So chain resolves.
Okay.
So everything's gonna die. And then you get to summon your 1 as chain link 3.
Yep. Let me see if the 1 can go.
And
attack.
then-
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna summon the 1 in attack position.
And then chain link 2. Unfortunately, I can't use this compulse, so that kind of sucks.
All right. Battle.
Sure.
Game.
On attack declaration, I will activate Overworked.
Dude, no way! Oh my god, I got overworked. That's so silly.
You got overworked.
Yep, that's
Yep.
fine. I am not scared in the least. But okay, go ahead. Your
Yeah.
turn.
I mean, I cleared the board,
You
but we're
did.
living on a prayer now. If we can actually, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Come on. I'll set and pass. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. Well, I mean, that's pretty good.
I got a twin twister.
I got a
your
pot of
fucking
green!
Scales. Yeah, you. There's no way.
Even
this is
yeah,
gonna-
if you
I have
twin
to
twister, I still get the 05 to just summon back and win, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
because it can just bring itself back on the... Well,
It brings
okay,
one
so
from
then,
grave.
in that case, I'll pop the 6 and the back row.
Oh,
Let me be
okay, all
specific
right,
then.
whatever, dude. That's fine. And then I'll trigger 06 and I'll add 01 to hand and still win. What do you?
So I'm dead
You're
anyway.
dead,
It
bro.
doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter. This face down was an emptiness, by the way.
Oh my god. I had so many like cards to be able to just like blow you out, and unfortunately I didn't get them any in the opening hand. My
What were you
opening
looking
hand
for?
was I wanted like I decided in 3 overworked and like different things like that, but I didn't see any of it in the opening hand. And my opening hand was 4 monsters in Dark Hole, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
So, right, exactly. And then off the Max C, then all the stuff started coming. The Torrential, the Compulse, the Overworked. And I was like, oh, this is where I needed these cards to be. Because if I overworked you when you had the board of 0002 and everything else, then like you were just going to get cleaned up at that point.
Oh yeah, everything's gone
Yeah.
at that point. Yep.
Right, exactly. So like that was fine if I had it a turn earlier, and I guess it saved me for a turn. I needed like literally something that was going to just like, save me, I guess, and it looked like I wasn't getting a monster to save my life there, but
How many? I gotta ask.
man.
How many of this card did you get?
so I got 2.
I got 0.
Are you Shut up!
I got no Twin Twisters. Not one.
Are you... Well,
I'm
okay, to be
serious.
fair, I didn't get a single interrupted Kaiju Slumber.
I think I got 3 Kaiju Slumbers, so I got your end.
Right. Okay. So it's weird though, because like you and I were talking about this, and I think we tried opening this set like a while ago. We were opening it and we were getting Twin Twisters pretty frequently.
Yeah.
So we were expecting both of us to have it. But yeah, I got 2 of it. I didn't get the first one till like pack 16 or something. So I was actually getting nervous. And then I got a second one. You really pulled 0 Twin Twister.
No Twin Twisters. I actually also didn't get another rare that I really wanted. I wanted, I didn't get actually 2 things I really wanted. I didn't get Performer Pal Guitardle, and I didn't get any Guiding Ariadne.
Okay. I think I got 1 of each.
Okay. You did better than me, though. I mean, I just didn't see any of them.
Wow. That's insane. I'm shocked, to be honest. That's crazy. I didn't want to actually play Pendulum this round because I was messing with some different Pendulum decks because I was scared that now that this card's in the mix, that was just going to be a much easier way to blow us out aside from like the traditional ways we've been using up till now. But, I mean, yeah, it didn't matter because you pulled 0 of it. That's insane. I can't believe you didn't get a single copy.
Do you want to hear what I did get, though, in place of it? I got a lot of stuff in this opening today, Alex.
Okay.
I'll go through some of the highlights, okay? First things first is I crack open my Astral Packs to win, and it was only fair you got yours, so I had to get mine.
Okay, at least you got an MST.
So I had to get mine. I didn't get any
good.
Twin Twister, though, so that's, I guess, my supplement for it. In my box, though, I pulled, keep up, because this is a lot, okay? I pulled 2 Performa Pal Pendulum Sorcerers. I pulled 2 Cosmo Dark Eclipsers. I pulled 2 Neptibus, the Atlantean Prince, and like 3 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, and like a couple Shironu cards or something like that. It was probably like one of the best boxes I ever opened.
4 secret rares.
Yeah.
imagine if you would have gotten like Infinity or something
or like
in place.
Strike. Oh my god.
Or like Rafflesia. Oh my god.
Maybe I did get unlucky, but I got 2
Yeah.
Dark Eclipser. I was like, hey, that's a big boy right there, though.
I would have appreciated getting those Dark Eclipsers.
Yeah, I'm
but,
sure you would.
Yeah. I mean, I have the better Cosmo Core of the 2 of us,
Do
but
you?
I don't think that's going to happen.
I have like Straw Man and stuff. I don't know if you remember that.
I have a lot of the ships, though. Well, now you might have more ships than I do.
I got more
so-
better ships. I mean, Dark Eclipser is kind of good.
I mean, he's good. He's big, too. He's very big. And I think he's like you can like negate traps with him or something, which is crazy. Yeah, so my plan for this episode was I wasn't 100% convinced you were going to go on Deskbot, and so I wanted to play something that was like kind of well-rounded. It was a little bit slower than your deck, obviously, but the idea was just to play a sort of like rank 4 spammy deck that just gets a lot of value off of the cards. So we're just playing like Traptrex Clown Blade, basically, without the blade, because like obviously the Heroic Challenger stuff isn't in the set, but like Goblinbergs. I was playing just Shadal Dragon just because it can out like Stardust Dragon and shit, and it's a level 4, so like it would like it's like a good just level 4 to play. Just like a lot of just like really good stuff sort of cards where like all my draws are like typically just going to be like really decent. And my plan was to just set up like a rank 4 like Ragna Zero and hopefully have some back row to support it. And then that was just going to be like really tough for you to play through. Would have been nice if I drew some of the back row of like the 14 or 15 traps I had like post side in game 2 here, so I could have at least like done something, but I guess they were all glued to the middle of my deck, which is unfortunate.
Would have been
so
nice.
Yeah, I sided in like triple overworked against you. I brought even Lightning Vortex back from like all the way in Flaming Eternity because that's pretty good against Deskbot. And I was even siding in System Down on top of
man.
it.
You threw the kitchen sink at it too, and it just didn't stick.
Well, Deskbots just suffer from just massive board wipe sort of effects, and so I figured having as many as possible, it's like playing like 9 Regekis basically, and so I figured that I might as well play as many as possible, and I didn't see any of them until it was too late.
That's a shame, bud. Maybe you'll get him next time, though. These bots, dude, they're crazy.
They're crazy. Did you change it up at all? Like,
I did.
You play 7 or 8 or
I actually
anything?
ended up... I didn't play 7 or 8. I thought about it, but no, I didn't end up playing. But what I did end up plugging is I ended up siding out 2 of the cards, but I put 2 TG Striker and a reinforcement of the army, which I think would have been absolutely insane. If I could, like, open Striker either of those games, it's a free tuner. Other than that, I don't think the list really changed. I thought it actually was pretty good. I just switched up the extra deck a lot. I took out a lot of XYZs and put more Synchros in. Grab Dragon was insane. There's some situations that I could have made, like, Arclight, too. And, like, that's a reliable negation, too. So it's just...
It is.
Things keep coming up. This deck is flexible, and that's why I like it.
I really just wish there's one of these games you didn't have fucking machine duplication.
I know, bro.
Because, like, machine duplication is just like the nail in the coffin.
It's
and I'm
so
just like,
dirty.
It's so, the +4 is so hard to beat. And so that's why I was just like, if it wasn't a machine dupe game, I actually may have, this may have actually leveled me out with the torrential overworked thing, but I don't know. This one was weird. I don't know if I feel like this was correct, but I tried. I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to play Pen. I felt like Pen was going to be something you were going to prepare for in the side deck for me.
And I did. I have
especially
Wavering
after
Eyes
last
in there,
time. Exactly. And so I wanted to kind of just blank some of those cards. You know, it just didn't happen. Man, the fact that these things, even like if you kill them in scale,
that's
that
what. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is like that's why I thought like if you played Pendulum, my scales, I can Wavering Eyes them and get so much advantage where you just lose everything. So like it's just like my Wavering Eyes are better than yours.
Well, and if Wavering Eyes resolves for 4, like then you just automatically win the game
game's
anyway.
Over at that point.
Yeah, I mean it's just crazy. But congrats, buddy, 2 in a row. I don't know the last time that's happened.
I know, right? It's been a minute. I'm slowly crawling my way back, dude. I'm coming for the record.
Slowly but surely, I guess. I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board on this one. These death spots are gonna give me a headache.
I think they might, dude. I think you need to mix it up a little bit.
I gotta go to IKEA and figure out. I need to get the employees to help me figure out the weakness.
Oh man.
So guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series. Team Gage, rejoice! You're on that 2-win streak. Who knows? Maybe you'll go for the 3-peat next time. These death spots are definitely carrying you to victory, my friend. It's exciting to see. But we do have to shout out the patrons as always. So big shouts to Shout1317, Showtagonist, Sean Olling Jr., Cameron Smith, Joshua Schlee, Angayoko, Tim00x3, Ika Ironfang, Pony Stark, Ian Musa, Michael Dente, Dan the Man Hoban, Part 2, Synchro Guy, Mystic Walk, Sylvia Wild, Indian Taisho, Draconic, Dollywop, Dragon Lord, Jarvis Martin, Logan Thomas, Peter Gregory, Thomas Nelson, Jordan Coons, Kelvin Iron Bladesman, Pure Ace, Jesse Wood, True Nerdgasm, Cole T, Benjamin Fuller, Brother Paul, Chris Hood, Gage's Third Leg, that's a new one, Lumpy, Nehru Celeste, David Liu, Rockley 325, Lane Rogers, Silent Agent 216, Brett Havey, Isidon Gren Maju and Salad, Sky Rose, Dylan Hunter, Garthox DOW, John Two Base, Yusuf Asian 05, Apathy Astro, Brody Eastwood, Dace Allen, and Flannel Daddy. Oh, and Carlos DT and Speedroid or Riot. Got some new ones. Thank you all so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.